Ronnie and Ronnie Jr., it's been wonderful to see you both here on this arena floor. Congratulations. Well done. Your champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your presentation party. Barry Herman, the chairman of World Snooker, and Fred Doan, boss of Betfred. Your runner-up, what a 17 days he's had. What a brilliant end to a tough season. Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for Ali Carter. And the winner, receiving the trophy, the cheque for £250,000, and the title, 2012 Betfred.com World Snooker Champion, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Your champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
So Ronnie joins the likes of John Higgins and Ray Reardon, Steve Davis and Stephen Hendry as a four-time world champion in the modern era. And he's reticent, obviously, guys, to say how many are in him. How many more do you think are in him?
As many as he wants to have in him, simple as that. He's got more talent than any human being has a divine right to have. He's been sprinkled with stardust, that boy, he really has. And when he puts it all in, he's unplayable at times. That's how good he is.
Sum up his Crucible campaign this time, compared with the other three.
I think very controlled amongst the genius that he produced on the table, and at times unplayable. At his worst moments in the event, he was controlled, his safety was good, everything was really in place, and obviously he's praised Steve, he's a sports psychologist, and from my perspective, that's the best ever Ronnie O'Sullivan we've seen at the World Championship. Now,
Ali Carter is joining Jimmy White and Matthew Stevens with an unwanted tag at the moment as the only guys to have featured in multiple finals and not one yet. But what has he proven to himself and to everybody else watching here this campaign, John?
Well, he's certainly good enough to compete. He shouldn't be thinking about flying an aeroplane. He should be thinking about playing snooker, because he's certainly good enough. And listen, he's lost in 2 finals to a genius twice.
Indeed he has. How will you reflect upon this year's championship, Steve?
I think it had everything. I think it was a great balance to it. We've seen the introduction of the Chinese players, but I think it was Ronnie O'Sullivan's World Championship by a mile.
Indeed, all right. Well, gentlemen, it's been terrific to share these last 17 days with you. I think it's time we all took the long rest. Ronnie's going to take a long rest for a good few months, I would imagine. But that is it from the Crucible for 2012 and the Betfred.com World Championship. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's certainly been controversial. It's certainly been captivating. But at the end of it all, the rocket has landed for a 4th time. Mission accomplished. Bye-bye.